Okay, hi. Yeah, I started this channel when I was in like 7th grade with no means of recording myself or anything, and I kind of was just having fun with it, but now I'm going to college. Yes, I'm also wearing sweatpants, and that's just how we're living right now. Today, I'm going to be talking about how I was blessed enough to be accepted into NYU Tisch School of the Arts. Last year, when I was preparing to audition for all these schools, I would watch videos like this and just hope to get some sort of advice. I went through the whole process of unifieds and countless auditions for college, and so I'm just trying to provide guidance for those of you who need it this year for the class of 2022. I'll start off with my experience auditioning for NYU. I'll just go over the day, how they spread it out, whatever, acting, dancing, musical theater, whatever. So on my day that I auditioned for NYU had always been my first choice, literally for years and years and years, which I'm sure a lot of you probably have that one school too, where I toured it when I was younger, and I don't want to be cliche and say I fell in love, but I did. So, and I had my audition day, and hold on, the camera's blinking. I need to see what that means. I don't really know what that means. I don't understand technology. Okay, so the day that I auditioned for NYU, it was in February, because I did Chicago Unifieds, and NYU wasn't part of Unifieds, but it was I auditioned the Sunday before the week of Unified started, and they rented out their own hotel downtown, and I had my audition in the morning. Me and my best friend had the same audition day, and I was auditioning for musical theater, so I, had my 2 songs, my 2 monologues, everything prepared. So we got to this huge hotel, and it was freaking beautiful. It was so gorgeous. Of course, I'm immediately intimidated. There's literally all these beautiful people. They have these perfect, perfectly coiffed hair, perfect outfit. It's just intimidating. So I got there, me and my best friend were looking around. We're just well, alright, how are we gonna do this? We got there, and they had all of the parents and the auditionees just sit in this huge ballroom. And so then a person from the board of Tisch Drama came in and basically just gave us a really nice and detailed description of how the program works, how the day was going to go out, and it was just really comforting to know how they describe themselves. They were very much we don't compare you to each other, we see if you'll be able to fit into our program. We need to see if you're a match for us, not compare you to other people to see who's the best. And that was just, it was the nicest thing that I heard all of my audition season. It's so easy to compare yourself so hard, obviously you all know that, but it was just so nice to hear that, and he was smiling the whole time, everybody. It just put me at ease, at least, I know. It just felt like we were having a really nice conversation, and it was fine, and everything was going to be okay, and the world's not falling down on you. Well, after that, they all divided us into our groups, so the acting, musical theater, and then production applicants, and they all took our picture on these iPads. And that was just so obscure to me, because I just thought it was so futuristic. Anyway, so they had all of our data inside the iPads already, our songs, our monologues, our names, everything. So in my group, I was auditioning for musical theater, so they divided us into 4 groups, I think. They put us into people who would dance first and people who would do singing and acting first. So I was doing singing and acting first, so I went up in these elevators. Immediately after they sorted us, my group went up in these elevators to this floor, and when we got up there, it was so intimidating, because it was just a line of chairs, and then around the corner was where all the audition rooms were. And as soon as we got there, they were okay, here's your room, go in when you're ready. So it was really fast. they gave you a minute to prepare if you wanted, but I was just wanting to get it over with, so I just went in. And I had my audition, and it was so helpful. The person who was auditioning me gave, like, workshopped one of my monologues with me, and we had a little, like, short, like, 15-minute interview, which was just really calming to me and made me, like, feel like they really cared about what I had to say, and I just felt really welcomed and accepted, and it was just a really amazing auditioning experience. Like, it was definitely the best audition that I had, if not, like, just of Unifieds, of, like, all of my life, like, in all of my theater experience. Like, it was definitely the nicest audition and the one where I felt the most comfortable. And then I went back down the stairs to sing, and of course I messed up one of my songs, but it's fine, it happens, it happened to me so much during auditions, and so that was fine. And so then after I finished that, our group went downstairs and we changed into our dance clothes. And of course, I didn't even have a real leotard on because, like, I am an awful dancer, so I just don't have that, and everybody else would have their professional stuff. And yeah, so I just went into the dance audition, had fun. The woman who choreographed us was the nicest person ever. Like, I just can't express to you how nice everyone was. Like, don't be worried, because even, like, NYU was the nicest audition I've ever had. Like, I cannot, like, say enough good things about it. It was just so amazing. And so we did our dance. I tried. I did my best. Just smile and have fun. Like, that's the only advice I can give to you about dance calls, because I am a bad dancer. But just put character into it. Put character into it. Don't show that you're insecure. Just don't. So once we finished the dance audition, we were done and we were free to go. And it was so fast. It was probably like an hour and a half. One of my shortest auditions, probably, too. When you think about NYU, like, everyone's auditioning for NYU. You don't think of it being, like, a fast audition. So that was just amazing. We were done, like, in an hour and a half. And so after that, me and my friends all got together, and we were just like, wow, like, that was the nicest audition we've ever had. Like, all of us were agreeing on it. And yeah, so that was my audition experience with NYU. I loved the process. This was probably one of the only auditions where I felt most comfortable in. Like, I felt I could be myself. I felt I could just dive into my art and, like, be able to showcase them in a comfortable setting where I don't feel like I'm being judged all the time. I mean, obviously you are, but, like, they just made it a really comfortable experience, and I'm so thankful for that. I just think my biggest piece of advice is to be yourself, and it's so easy to get worked up. So easy. I mean, I cried a lot. It's a stressful process, but this is what we love to do. And just dedicate yourself to doing what you love, and don't think of it as a job or a stressful time. I mean, I got so stressed. Obviously you're going to be stressed, but just at the root of it, this is what you want to do. This is what you want to pursue. And if you want to go to NYU, or you want to go to any of these other amazing schools, just put your heart into it. And I am so blessed that I got into this school, and I know that all of you are going to be working so hard, and if any of you want to ask me questions, I'd be happy to answer them. Because it was definitely the best audition that I had, and I encourage you to audition for NYU, because it's just amazing, and I'm so excited to start there. So excited to start there as a freshman in the fall. So just be yourself. Honestly, that sounds so cliche, but that's the biggest piece of advice I can give. And yeah, I'll probably make something different about Unifieds, because that's its own thing, and I just wanted to say my experience with NYU, and they are some of the nicest people I've ever met. So I wish you the best in all of your endeavors, and thank you for watching.